The use of 3D in anime has become rightfully infamous due to its association with laziness, as the low quality of the models employed, especially in contrast to the usually much higher quality 2D characters, combined with the fact that they're often included to avoid drawing complex animations and character designs, and consequently save costs, often ruins what are supposed to be important and or highly anticipated scenes. As you're probably aware if you're familiar with this subject, however, there's quite a few fully 3D anime that are often used by people who like the style, like Milo, to prove to others that 3D animation, despite its often egregious implementation, has its place in the media, such as Land of the Lustrous, DJD4, Ruby, among others. One 3D anime I, sadly, almost never see mentioned in discussions like these, however, is the main subject of this video, Bangdream Season 2. And that's a shame, because it not only serves as one of the few examples of well-made 3D anime in general, but the only one, at least to my knowledge, that was genuinely improved by its transition to 3D. As I expressed in my review of that show, I found the first season's animation and art style to be perfectly serviceable, if somewhat bland. Nothing amazing, but not god-awful either. The second season's, though, is nothing short of amazing, as the animators clearly chose 3D animation with a genuine artistic intent, instead of as a greedy and lazy way to save money, utilizing it to its fullest potential in order to make concerts that feel, mostly, grounded, all while beautifully portraying all the movements, especially all the hand movements, actually involved in their performance, all while also putting genuine effort into the models in order to give the anime both a distinct and pleasant look, which stands out both from its first season as well as from other anime in general in an extremely positive way. All of this is just further demonstrated, ironically, by the fact that they actually use 2D animation whenever they want/need to save costs, given the fact that their 3D models are so good that it would be a waste of effort, and especially money, to give them to characters with very little screen time. This approach works much better than its usual opposite, both due to allowing the 2D animation to look consistently great, since it's used so sparingly that on the few occasions where it is employed, they can actually afford to do that with no real issue, as well as due to showcasing just how well the 3D models blend with it, which is not only a further testament to their quality, but a perfect example of how the 3D animation method can be used to portray the standard anime art style just as well as the usual 2D one. Said passion, however, isn't restricted to just the animation, being very clearly present in pretty much every aspect of the show, from the music, which is now, finally, as superb as should be expected of this kind of anime, to the story and characters, which are just as good, if not better, than they already were in the first season, making this, again, at least to my knowledge, the only anime whose use of 3D is a visual crystallization of the creator's passion and love for the project, instead of a bad omen of its absence. So yeah, if that somehow wasn't obvious enough already, this anime has my absolute highest recommendation. Go watch it, I guarantee it will be well worth your time. And that will be it for today. If you like this video, please do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, etc. And I genuinely do hope to see you next time. If you really liked it, I'd also really appreciate if you could support me financially, either through a one-time paid comment donation or by joining my membership, where for $1 a month, you get to participate in exclusive polls in order to decide which videos I'll make next. Like, which of my plans should I focus on? Which of the content I have in mind do you want to see first? That kind of thing. As well as get your name put in this fancy little screen right here. just as a small gesture of appreciation, exactly for your monthly support. But of course, no matter how much you choose to give me, as well as if you choose to give me anything at all, do know that I really appreciate any cent you're willing to throw my way, as well as just the fact that you're watching this video up to this point at all. But with all that stuff out of the way, I think it's finally time to, as always, bid you guys farewell. Obscure Anime out.